welcome back to another episode. In this episode, I want to address a little bit of drainage issues on this section of road. I came up here in the rain, realized that I should have made some changes. So, yeah, let's get into it. It's supposed to run in this ditch over here, but it congregates to this side and runs down. And kind of saturates this area. This area is really saturated. But the thought was that it comes down through a ditch here and crosses here. So I think what I'm going to do is dig this ditch out deeper and put a culvert in right here. This is hard to dig though. I'm hitting some rocks that I can't dig through. So that's why I stopped. This here is a rock shelf that continues under here. But I think we got to get this ditch deeper and the other side of the road higher for this to work right. Alright, I couldn't make it through this rock shelf, but we'll just keep going. Guess it is what it is. Alright, here's what we got. Books have sexually made a giant mess. It's just typical. I couldn't get through that big rock or this rock. So hopefully this will still work. This is kind of what I'm thinking for the culvert, so I kind of got to dig like a hole right here and see if I can trench this across. So that's what I'm going to do next. Well, it's not looking good. Try and get a little different angle. Well, that wasn't too bad. Scoop. The one I had to do. Here I can't really dump the dirt where I want to though. It does move. Oh man, it's tough. This is probably a job for a bigger excavator. That's as deep as I'm going to go there. soft ground. Alright, let's see here how this came out. It's pretty good except for the middle. If I could just take this down a little bit. Okay, let's try this again. I think that's okay. I think that's going to be doable. And it's not perfect, but not gonna be perfect, so. Not my best work, but it'll do. All right, I'm gonna call that a wrap for right now. I'm still gonna have to come back in and finish grade this and pick up all these rocks, and I'll line this ditch with some rock. But that actually came out better than I thought it was going to. And I also kind of got the road. I took some more out of this, and this was really good fill, so I put this in here and kind of built this up. So there's a little bit of a swale here. I don't know if it comes down clear on camera, probably not, but this will drain. If anything or does run down the road, it should hit there and go into the culvert versus continuing on and down the road. So I'll check back before I end this video when it's raining again, and we'll see how it works. All right, we got a real toad choker going on, so I'm up here checking out the section of road where we redid. Still have water that comes off up here and runs down here. So I should really cut this in. Maybe I could just get a little bit closer. get this into the ditch. I mean, it is eventually making it to the ditch because I cut kind of a water bar in down farther. But that should help. I really should build that gravel up some more even than this. And maybe dig that side down so it can catch the ditch right away. It does look like, I mean, there is some water making it into the ditch right away. The stuff coming off this hill, which is good because it is making it in here. And then that'll make its way down to the culvert. Hopefully, anyway. But just that little bit of footwork there, that seemed to help. Still do have a pretty good amount coming down the trail. Sometimes when you do things, it's just trial and error. Sometimes you just gotta do something to find out what works and what doesn't. I'll be the first to admit when I'm wrong. Ain't nobody perfect. See, this area where I couldn't dig this rock out, I should come back with a shovel and dig right next to it and get a trench going. Because if I get a bunch of water coming in this ditch, you know, it's going to hit the road and then go back into the ditch probably. So you see this water bar here, that's just catching quite a bit of water and flowing it off the road, which is good. And once it hits there's no way it's getting back out of this ditch because it's pretty deep here. And that was, you saw me digging that, that's solid rock down there. We haven't had enough build up yet to get up to the culvert, which kind of surprised me, but it was a little bit dry to begin with. And it doesn't look like anything's making it over the culvert, which is good. So I'm going to call this a success. I mean, there is some fine tuning, but sometimes you'll have that, you know. Nothing's going to be perfect the first time you do it, or rarely anyway. So we'll get this slicked up and maybe get another load of gravel onto it to build it up a little bit. And that should hopefully be the end of my road projects for a while.